Bitcoin rallies, NASDAQ gets clobbered, and nobody cares. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update, and Merry Christmas. Welcome back. Here we are, and not much has changed in the overall markets. You know, Bitcoin rallied a couple of thousand, and where's the bubble guys calling it out? I don't understand. They're not around today. In the meantime, the NASDAQ under heavy pressure again, while the rest of the markets were relatively flat, and the Russell actually rallied a little bit. You know, we're seeing a lot of signs, but again, I continue to warn that it's very quiet. As I wrote today, markets need no-dos. There's nothing going on. There's no reason to get major league involved here. It's better off to sometimes sit and watch. Now, there are things that are underneath the surface that are potentially setting up for a bigger move, and that would be the bonds rallied again. Well, not again, but let's say they rallied, which is a fear asset. Gold rallied pretty good, which has surprised me. That's a fear asset. And of course, oil spiked up and broke through 60 for a little bit before pulling back. Those are three classes of assets that would indicate more fear than anything else. And of course, the VIX was higher. So there is maybe just a little bit of uncertainty in the markets, but again, we're in the slowest week of the year historically. We've got, tomorrow and Thursday, although the markets are open Friday. If you think they're slow today, wait till you see what Friday is going to look like. In the meantime, there's not a lot of things to really focus on, except we saw Apple under big pressure, iPhone 10 sales not so good, Facebook lower. So there's a lot of things that are starting to percolate the wrong way. Now again, that doesn't mean that we're going down today or tomorrow or next week. It just means that we're starting to see a little bit of breakage here and there, and we're going to watch to continue to see how these markets want to function throughout the rest of the year. But more importantly, I'm looking into next year. I'm looking into 2018 as we continue to see Bitcoin play out, the cryptocurrencies play out. We watch the bond markets. We're looking for signs that they tell us how strong everything is. And of course, I heard somebody talking today about employment, and we're going to have the lowest unemployment number in, I don't know, God knows how long, maybe in my lifetime, I don't know. But at the end of the day, in history, low unemployment typically leads to recessions. So we're going to see how this all plays out. In the meantime, we had that very bearish cattle on feed report on Friday. And of course, I hate when they do that. They put the reports out when the markets are closed for 3 days. I mean, are you kidding me? In the meantime, cattle rallied. Now, you tell me, the fat cattle or live cattle was up almost limit. Feeders were up over $3. Hogs rallied again. We're looking for that 72 level. Take a stay out from the short side again. Grains, very, very mixed. Corn, about flat. Soybeans popped. We're going to call that a dead cat bounce. That pop rally means nothing here. I think it's more of a dead cat bounce, and wheat, once again, under a little bit of pressure. So we're seeing a slightly weaker dollar. But again, I don't think the dollar plays anymore in the commodity space as much as it used to. I think it's really more of, if the dollar gets much over par, then I think it means something. Well, we're at 93 cents, so we're far from par. I think that we do see par again this year, or not this year, I'm sorry, in 2018. I do think that the rest of the world currencies are going to get clobbered. I think that there's going to be some fear running into the dollar as well. So those are the fear assets. Remember, when there's fear in the world, investors look for three things: the U.S. dollar, the U.S. Treasury bonds, and the U.S. Armed Forces. So that's where we see here. But at the end of the day, there's not a lot to really get overly excited about, nothing really to want to jump into. Futures were about as slow and flat as they could be. A couple of opportunities, but not a lot to do. So just remember this: highschoolinvesting.com. That's my site. That's where we help educate our high school kids. That's what we give away for free to all of the schools who want it. Right now, we got 300. We're looking to get to 30,000, believe it or not. We want to get every high school that we can. But I'm looking for some funding and some help from you, and that is at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. Please go check it out. In the meantime, in 2018, for those of you who help out, we will give you access and let you go in there and learn some of the basics that you'll want to learn, but also what we're teaching to the high school kids as well. And don't forget to get the Bubba Show every single day at 2 to 3 Eastern Time at libertytalk.fm. And of course, bowl season is here. We got a bowl game. We got 2 bowl games. I don't know if you'll get this update soon enough for the first one, which would be Duke, Northern Illinois. But we like Northern Illinois plus the 6.5. And of course, a real wonder game tonight with UCLA, whether Josh Rosen is going to play or not. In the meantime, the game went from 2.5 to 6.5. Kansas State's the favorite. We do like Kansas State for that game. And that'll do it for today's edition of Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you back here tomorrow, right after the close. As always, have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you later, everybody.